Hello everyone, today we'll talk about an eHealth product, Ocam MyEye for the blind and visually impaired. Here is our outlines of the presentation. We will talk about its introduction, background, main features, independent benefits, evaluation, conclusion, and recommendations. To begin, what is the MyEye? Ocam MyEye is designed especially for people who are visually impaired, whether it be low vision or any sight condition or fully blind. Anyone can use MyEye. The original Ocam MyEye device was launched in 2015. The next generation was launched in 2017. As an improvement of the original product, MyEye is an artificial vision device equipped with a tiny camera and microphone that is linked to a processing base unit that can fit in a small-sized pocket. MyEye is already available across 25 countries in the world and is translated into more than 14 languages. Thousands of people have used it on a daily basis. People use this technology to stay at work, to live independently, and to achieve more. And this technology is about giving people the independence that they need and empowering them to do things that they will not otherwise be able to do. It is the most advanced wearable technology for the blind and visually impaired that reads text, recognizes faces, identifies products, and more. Although the technology is complex, it is really easy to use. All users need to do is to put MyEye onto any pair of glasses and point the fingers at what they look at and wait few seconds. MyEye immediately captures their image and starts reading back to them in their ears, what it says. They can move their finger around or put the hand on to stop the device. Now let's talk about the background. Firstly, we have some research on blindness and vision impairment. The International Classification of Disease classifies vision impairment into two groups: distant and near presenting vision impairment. Globally, it is estimated that approximately 1.3 billion people live with vision impairment. With regards to distance vision, 217 billion people have moderate to severe vision impairment, and 36 million people are blind. With regards to near vision, 826 million people live with a near vision impairment. Approximately 80% of all vision impairment globally can be avoided. Secondly, we have some research on Ocam company. Ocam was founded by Professor Asher and Mr. Zihe, who are also founders of MobileEye, the collision avoidance system leader and riding innovator. Ocam has been one of the stars in employing system-on-chip and computer vision algorithms to build products for the blind and the visually impaired. Ocam's vision is to push the power of artificial vision by incorporating technology into a wearable platform which improves the lives of individuals who are blind, visually impaired, and having reading difficulties. Leon Occam's International Business Development Manager says, "We are not working on anything that will give your sight back. We are working on things that will give you an alternative source to the information you need." Now we may be curious about features of MyEye. The most important thing is MyEye can read text any print wherever users can on any surface. So it can be a book at home, a newspaper in the morning, or documents that come across the desk at work. It will also recognize the faces of people around you. User can teach it to recognize products. It can identify barcodes. It will be able to tell you the color of objects, identify banknotes, and much more. MyEye supports voice commands. There are more than 20 voices available for easy use. It can be connected with Bluetooth devices, allowing for headphones or speaker use. This product is easy to use and portable. It responds to simple gesture depending on any eyeglasses frame. Moreover, it can work wireless in any space without the requirement of internet connection.
Let's, let's talk about the intended benefits and unintended consequence. There are three intended benefits. The first one is that it is a great way to improve the lives of those who live with some form of vision impairment. And the second one is that it is an effective way to connect with the outside world. And it's also an effective way to transfer visual information to auditory information. And there are two unintended consequences. The first one is that it is easy to lose, and the second one is that it is over reliance. Let's talk about the evaluation. There are some advantages of MyEye. The first one is that it is easy to use, cutting-edge technology that is simple and intuitive. Or MyEye can easily be used by children, adults, and the elderly alike. It can read any printed or digital text. Secondly, a large range of people can be affected. Low vision is something that cannot be fixed from either surgery, medication, conventional glasses, or contact lens. Large range of people can be affected. Extreme near or far sightedness that cannot be corrected by glasses, blindness, people with face blindness, and dyslinkers. The third one is convenience. You don't need to pair the dials with your phone. MyEye is a tiny equipment which can be attached on the glasses frame. It is wireless and does not require an internet connection. Security. You don't need to pair the device with your phone, as all the processing happens on the device itself. It is not stored on server across the world and respect your privacy. Large amount of languages. There are 14 kinds of languages available, and as many as 25 countries can be involved. Maintainability. MyEye can be taught to recognize different products. There are some cons of MyEye. Firstly, it is unaffordable. The basic style of MyEye costs 3,500 UK pounds, and the second generation of MyEye costs 4,200 pounds. Secondly, the awkwardness of intonation and emphasis. There is little rhythm in the voice or delivery, so it is not something you would serve listening to over a long period of time. Thirdly, the lack of database in supermarket products. Some products in the supermarket cannot be figured out. So we come to the conclusion of this product. Uh, there are there are conclusions of MyEye based on technical factors. Firstly, we can say the advantages are that MyEye is portable and it has strong functionalities. For example, it can be connected with Bluetooth, recognize face and barcode, and no other equipment is required when using MyEye. And the disadvantage is that it lacks of database. For example, some barcodes cannot be fingered out. Here are some recommendations for MyEye. Based on technical and social factors, MyEye should use human voice instead of synthetic sound to achieve the normal intonations and emphasize, and do cost reduction to cut down the price. Also, it should enlarge its database and coordinate it with community-sizing health programs. Here are the references. Thank you for watching.